Hey everyone, if you are unsure about what to do on a 10-mark question, this video aims to give you some top tips. Across the 3 papers, there are 8 10-mark questions that you've got to answer. They are worth a third of the marks. And get this right, and it will have a massive impact on your overall grades, especially if you do not feel confident on the longer answer questions. I'm going to be using the report from the 2019 paper 2, available on the AQA website. Pop the link below. It gives a lot of help in hints and tips straight from the examiner's mouth, just about how to answer the 10-mark questions. This video aims to summarise the main examiner advice. So firstly, you do not need an introduction or conclusion. They're not necessary and unlikely to gain you any additional marks. They just take up time. And remember, you only have 15 minutes to answer these types of questions, so time is really valuable. It will always ask you for 2, not 3, not 1, no more than that. It will only ask you for 2. And this word 2 is put in bold to really draw your attention to it. Sometimes it's not clear how many points are being made when the examiner is marking it, so it's really helpful for students to clearly indicate their 2 with "one way is," or even by starting a new paragraph for the next point. So let's look into a little bit more detail about the 2 different types of 10-mark questions. So the 2 10-mark questions are marked differently because the assessment objectives have different weightings. So for the 10-mark outline and explain, you will see that for AO1 there's 5 marks, AO2 3 and AO3 2 marks. You'll notice that half of the marks are available for knowledge AO1, but in order to score highly, application is essential. Also, you should note that evaluation is not a requirement for answers for an outline and explain, and you will see that there's only 2 marks for AO3 because they're looking for your skill of analysis rather than evaluation. And students cannot rely on just reciting knowledge. These questions will ask you to bring together aspects of their sociological knowledge of the topic in a way that they're unlikely to have done so before. So on these questions, this 10-marker, you will be asked to make a link between 2 areas of the specification and show how one will impact the other. And that is where you're going to get those marks from. So let's have a look at the second 10-mark question. So the second 10-mark question will have an item with it. You will see that the assessment objectives that are available are slightly different from the outline and explain. AO1 will be 3 marks, AO2 4 marks and AO3 3 marks. And you'll notice on this 10-mark there is more weighting given to the application because you need to show application from the item, get in the hook, and then also apply to the question, which might have another synoptic link hidden within it as well. So there's more application available, and there's more marks available for the AO3 as well, because you will be credited for both analysis and evaluation marks that are available there also. The parts of the item being used should be clearly indicated, preferably with the exact words being quoted. It just really signposts it to the examiner that you have used the item and you're about to apply your knowledge to it. And it is acceptable for different points to be drawn from one point of the item, but answers that do not use the item at all cannot access the application marks and will be capped at 3 marks. So overall, the best answers to a 10-mark question are focused, they have a clear starting point, and then developing it and use sociological concepts, studies, evidence and theory as appropriate. So as always, thank you for watching this video. It's given you some really valuable examiner advice for the 10-mark questions. The link is below to the examiner reports and the assessment resources that are available from AQA. And if you do have any questions, leave a comment and you know that I will answer it. Have a really good day. Bye bye.